In section 4, we're going to talk about the pricing reset and how to charge what you're worth and stop overworking. So the first thing we're going to look at is how to calculate a profitable price point using the profitable pricing formula. And this is different for every single person because you have to figure out like what is it that you want your annual revenue goal is divided by your ideal number of clients equals your required price point per client. So what I want you to do is put in the sheet that I have provided you, put what your annual revenue goal is. So I have an estimate here of 200,000, and then put in what your average monthly prices are for different price, whatever you have, what your average monthly prices. And you can do this by figuring out what your total monthly revenue is, divide, and then, and putting that total in if you want to. But it kind of helps figure out if you're on the right track of what you actually want, because a lot of people don't look at it this way. So, and this will also tell you your new required price per client. So let's say you only want to work with 50 clients. That's all you want to work with. So then you're going to have to get and you want a revenue of, let's say, 500,000. So you're going to have to change this to 500,000. That's 50. So we're going to do 500,000. And so this is at this price point, this is how many clients you're going to need. So then if you go up, okay, well, my minimum is going to be 500. And then my next price point is going to be like 1,500. And then my next one's going to be 2,500 per month. This is the number of clients that you need to make that 500,000. And so this is where a lot of people don't actually think about how this actually works. So what I want you to do is figure out what is your ideal number of clients that you realistically are manageable. And if you're a tax preparer, you can break this monthly. So you can take your annual and you can divide it by 12 to get your monthly, which I highly recommend you do, because this is where a lot of tax preparers I have found kind of get in trouble because they're not looking at it, because most of their revenue comes in like in a window, like first 4 months of the year and then September and October. So if you break it down by month, this also helps with planning. So here's a reality check for you. If your current average client price is significantly lower than your required price, you need to raise your prices and adjust your client list. And remember, we talked about your client list earlier. We talked about how to grade them. So those are things that you need to think about. So that's your exercise in this module.